Alright, in today's video I want to focus on Noetics Robotics and why their new humanoid marks a turning point in the wave of robotic innovation we're experiencing in China. In recent months, we've seen powerful advances in both software and hardware, with AI models capable of reasoning about physics and robots executing complex movements with remarkable stability. In this landscape, the Noetic Robotics project stands out for a simple yet ambitious idea, bringing a real humanoid robot to classrooms and homes at a consumer price point. Let me start with the BOOMI robot. This is the robot here, designed for educational and home use, not for industrial loads or heavy tasks. It stands just over 90 centimeters tall and weighs about 12 kilos. Despite its size, it can walk, maintain balance, and even dance with a fluidity that's surprising for its category. The first videos show it with a stability typically associated with much more expensive machines. As we can see, it can perform backflips and costs around $1,370, falling below 10,000 yuan. A symbolic price barrier that opens a new market segment: small, lightweight, and affordable humanoid robot. The technical and product approach explains this lower cost. Noetic Robotics uses lightweight composite materials, an in-house motion control system, and a modular architecture. This combination reduces weight and complexity, simplifies maintenance and customization, and allows manufacturing at a cost previously unseen for bipedal robots capable of walking and performing dynamic movement. The model's stated goal isn't to replace industrial equipment, but to serve as a platform for learning, interaction, and companionship in educational and home settings. For autonomy, BOOMI uses a battery with capacity over 3.5 amp hours and offers between 1 and 2 hours of use per charge, sufficient for class sessions, demonstrations, or guided activities. The user experience is designed for beginners with drag-and-drop visual programming, allowing children, students, and people without experience to create behaviors and routines without traditional coding. It also features voice interaction to function as a simple assistant, responding to commands and acting as an educational companion. The commercial calendar supports this strategy, with reservations planned between the Double 11 and Double 12 shopping campaigns. In China, from November 11th to December 12th is the country's peak consumption period, and the ideal window to generate buzz typical of a consumer electronics launch, this time applied to humanoid robotics. The team's background helps explain how they've advanced so quickly. The company was founded in September 2023 by a group from top universities, and in less than 2 years went from academic prototypes to a retail product costing under $1,500. Before BOOMI, they had already marketed the N2 model with over 2,500 units sold and endurance milestones, like completing a half marathon for humanoids. This excitement gave them visibility and validated real demand for bipedal robots focused on learning and demonstration. There are also external signs of interest. An independent robotics media outlet released a clip showing BOOMI walking and dancing. The structure is clear. While not matching the dexterity of larger models, its movement is remarkably smooth for its class and price. These public tests suggest an intention to expand adoption beyond trade shows and labs into classrooms and homes. I want to highlight why this matters in the broader context. While researchers develop AI systems giving robots physical intuition, models that predict, evaluate, and correct themselves through trial and error to align with physical laws, the other half of progress comes from reducing costs and simplifying real-world integration. BOOMI fits into that second front by democratizing access to a functional, manageable humanoid for practical learning in robotics, motion control, perception, and basic planning. When educational centers can acquire and operate a bipedal robot for the price of a high-end electronic device, the educational and experimental impact multiplies. In short, I present BOOMI as a concrete step toward bringing humanoids into classrooms and homes. A robot that walks, balances, and dances effectively for its category, can be visually programmed, responds to voice commands, offers 2 hours per charge, and sits at an unprecedented price point for what is a functional humanoid, not just a toy. With previous experience from the N2 and an ambitious reservation campaign aligned with peak consumer season, Noetic Robotics is positioned to launch the first wave of mass adoption in education and home use. That's the central move, bringing humanoid robotics from showroom to everyday life with a product designed from the ground up so more people can learn, experiment, and interact with it.